Hi guys, in this video I'm just going to do a quick overview comparison, not a full review as of yet, of the Canon 50 f1.8 Mark II and a lens I'm considering upgrading to, the Canon 50 f1.4. Yes, I don't own both of these. I shoot with the 50 f1.8, the Plastic Fantastic, and I've borrowed this off a friend to draw comparisons with. Okay, so a 50mm lens. It's considered a standard focal length, certainly for 35mm full frame. Not so much on crop sensor bodies like the 500D, the 550D, 600, 650, 60D and 7D, but that's not much of a problem. It's well worth having a 50mm prime lens in your bag, because it certainly helps with portrait work and also shooting in low light because of their wide open apertures. Now, the 51.8, I've recommended many a time before, Plastic Fantastic Nifty 50, is this thing which is around £80 new, can be found cheaper used. It's plastic, wouldn't survive being dropped very well, I don't imagine. Quite a basic lens, and it even has, if I can get rid of that, a plastic rear lens mount as well. It's never really failed me. I love shooting with this lens. It's nice and sharp, wide open, and it just gets better once you start stopping it down to f2.8 all the way through to f11. It's pretty solid. Okay, now the 51.4, obviously it's a little bit bigger. It's 2/3 of a stop faster. Okay, you can see the front element there in comparison to the 1.8. So it's bigger, heavier. Okay, and it also, if I can just remove, reach around the camera, a metal rear lens mount as well, which is nice. So you get improved build quality. In fact, what I'll do, because this isn't my lens, I'll stick a lens cap back on the rear of it. There we go. And you also get a ultrasonic autofocus motor. If any of you do own or have seen videos of this lens, you'll know how loud it is, and it sounds like it's trying to destroy itself when it's focusing. Whereas something with a ultrasonic motor or a USM motor tends to be a lot quieter. Now you also get on the 1.4 a distance scale, which you don't get on the 1.8. Now, the reasons why I'm considering upgrading, it's not so much that the 1.8 is a bad performer. Like I say, it's nice and sharp, wide open, great when you're shooting around f2.8 and beyond. It sucks at f16 and f22. And that's probably more to do with the format I'm shooting on, being the crop sensor cameras rather than the lens really. Okay. The reason why I'm considering upgrading is the 1.4 has better build quality, and I'm hoping it's going to be less prone to flare, although to be fair to the 1.8, sometimes the flare is pretty cool, so you know, sometimes you want it. And I'm hoping it's going to handle in the studio better than the 1.8 does when you're shooting on white seamless and you're lighting a white background, so basically you've got light coming straight through the lens. And because with the 1.8 you tend to lose a lot of contrast with this lens, so you have to do a little bit of post-production work to bring that back. Not too much of a problem, but I'm hoping the 1.4 will perform a little better. So I'm looking for build quality, better shooting onto white seamless or into the light, possibly better control of flare, not too fussed about that really, and I'm hoping it'll be a little sharper. You know, you're spending 3 times the amount of money, you'd expect it to be a little bit sharper. Not that I'm disappointed with the 1.8 at all, so we'll see what we find. Now, when it comes to comparing these two lenses, I've shot both of these on my 60D that I own, which is recording this video here, and also on a 5D Classic, and I found that the 51.4 unfortunately is front focusing really heavily, so I can't really draw comparisons yet. I am going to try both these lenses on my I'll say try both these lenses. I know this one's fine on my 500D. I'll try this one on my 500D. I'm hoping it's going to be fine on that camera. Then that at least gives me then one unified camera body to do the testing of the lenses on, so I can at least draw a fair comparison. So I'll do that over the next few days. Hopefully it'll work fine, and then I can start looking at image quality comparisons, and I'll come back with a further video with more detailed review. It would be unfair really to review the 1.4 at the moment, certainly on the 60D, because it's just soft, because it's front focusing. It would need calibrating. And with it not being my lens, I'm not prepared to send my camera and the lens away to get it calibrated. There's just no point. So this is just a quick overview of the differences between these two lenses. The 1.4 is 2/3 of a stop faster. I have no idea if it's sharper or not yet. Better build quality, faster and quieter focusing. Okay, it's also got a better focusing ring for manual focus as well, a little bit more comfortable. And you have the distance scale from macro to infinity built into the lens, where you don't have that with the 1.8 version. So I'll come back with some further videos, and hopefully we'll be able to compare these two and get a good solid review, and I'll take you along my decision making process on whether I'm going to upgrade from the 1.8 to the 1.4 or not, and stay with the 1.8 version. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Oh, actually, before I go, myself and Mark, who run newtophoto.com, we have a YouTube channel for that as well. We're arranging a meetup on Sunday, September the 16th, 2012. That's Sunday, September the 16th, 2012, in Liverpool, where we'll just do a quick meetup and a photo walk as well. So we'll hopefully get to meet some of you guys and some of our listeners and followers on Newtophoto as well. So hopefully we'll see some of you over there. It is UK only, I'm afraid, for the moment. But what I'll do in the description of this video, I'll post a link to the blog post on the Newtophoto website with all the details for you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Any questions, stick them in the comments below, or fire me an email and I'll get back to them as soon as I can do.